Good afternoon. This is April Davis, PI. It is Monday, August 3rd, 2026. Yes, people, I have some difficult news to report. I'm sure you can tell by the look on my face. This is the latest update from the Ojai Raptor Center in Ojai, California. Patient update, Bald Eagle 26519, also known as Jackie. Today's blood work brought some difficult news. Her packed cell volume, PCV, has dropped to 13%, which means her anemia has worsened since our last update. Our veterinary team is responding quickly. Additional advanced diagnostic testing is now underway, and expedited laboratory testing has been requested as we continue working to better understand her condition and guide the next steps in her treatment. At this stage, we do not have further answers to share, but we promise to keep you informed as soon as we have meaningful new information. We know how deeply so many of you care about this eagle, and we are grateful for your continued encouragement and support. At this time, we kindly ask the public and members of the media to continue respecting the veterinary and rehabilitation teams involved in her care by allowing them the time and space they need to remain focused on patient care. Please refrain from calling, texting, emailing, or visiting our facility for updates. Thank you for standing with us as we continue doing everything possible for patient 26519. Okay, I'm trying to be positive here, everybody, but basically, this update translates to Jackie being in critical condition at this moment. They did post some video on their official page. I haven't looked at the website, but I've seen it on Facebook and Instagram. You can always go there to see it. Please be aware before you see that video. It is a little bit difficult to watch as she's being tested. If you're sensitive to medical procedures, as I am, you may not want to see that. I think I would have been better not to have watched the video of the actual blood draw. You know, the last 7 years, it's been one heck of a ride here. This is the week that is the 7th anniversary of the chemo treatment that I had. Now, yeah, it did save my life, so no complaints here. I'm thankful for it. But this week is always hard. And remember, it was Jackie and Shadow and their little family that they've made that's got me through all of this. I started watching Jackie in the 2020 season, and I just can't imagine all of our lives here without her, if the God forbid were to happen. Jackie is 14 and a half years old. Wild eagles in the wild typically live between 15 and 20 years. They can live much, much longer outside of the wild, like in a protected shelter or rescue. I don't want to think about that. Jackie, she is a free eagle. She wasn't raised in a zoo or a facility. I know this is very, very stressful for her. It's very stressful for Shadow. Now, on a humorous note, because we do have to try to look at the positive or the humor in this, if at all possible, the subadult eagle that's been hanging out in the roost tree with Shadow for the last week or so, she has been unofficially named Jolene. Yeah, now don't get upset with me. I'm not predicting Jackie's replacement, but the public has named her Jolene after the Dolly Parton song, Jolene. Now, Jolene is only 3.5 to 4 years of age. She's not a sexually mature eagle. Shadow's hormones will probably kick in around December to January. We will wait and see what happens with those two. I am praying for a miracle. I am praying that the doctors and all the specialists can find what's wrong with Jackie, and they can treat her, and they can reverse this anemia. They still don't know what's causing the anemia. She does have the kidney inflammation. They do not believe she has renal disease. They also said, based on the x-rays and the CT scan, that she had no visible signs of cancer. Now that's good, but that statement as a cancer survivor bothers me too, because the wording was she has no visible signs of cancer. Now, I would think if it was something horrible like leukemia or some type of similar blood disease, that they would know that just based on her blood values. I don't know if in birds it's possible to do a bone marrow test. I don't know. I wouldn't want to see Jackie have to be put through that. I've already told my doctor I'll never go through that, because I've had problems with my blood since around 2022, and it hasn't improved. It kind of goes up and down, but I haven't had a normal blood test in 4 years. And that fear is always in the back of my mind, it could be one of my side effects. But I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to be positive, like, yay, today, this week, I made it to the 7-year mark as far as the start of my treatment. I don't want to put those vibes out there for Jackie, but every single test that they've done has ended up coming back negative. She has no lead poisoning. She has no zinc poisoning. They were prophylactically treating her for rodentite poisoning, and at first I heard that they can't even test for that, but apparently they did, and she doesn't show any signs of that. No, they are still waiting on some other tests for, possible toxins in her blood from other metals other than zinc or lead. But as far as I know, they have not received those test results. Now they're going to do more tests. I don't know exactly what those tests are, but they did say they are going to be expedited. I do understand they had planned to do another CAT scan on her soon, although with her condition worsening and being critical, I don't know if she will be well enough to be transported to the other veterinary office in Ventura for the CAT scan. Hopefully, with all the donations that have come into the Ojai Raptor Center, they'll be able to purchase their own CAT scan machine soon. I hope. I'm going to continue to support their organization. As of their Friday update, they stated they are currently treating 91 patients. God bless them. God bless Jackie. God bless the entire Bald Eagle family at Big Bear Valley. If you enjoy these videos, please give it a like, a thumbs up, some comments, some shares, and thank you for hyping the video from July 29th. That video has made the top 100 hype video list on YouTube this week. That's amazing to me. Thank you so much for your support. Remember, everybody, this is not about me. This is about our dear sweet Jackie. Thank you.